Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, March the 4th, 2023 for me. Another day of social distancing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, I was thinking a lot this morning, which isn't unusual. I think a lot. I always have something in my mind. I've been up fairly early, dealing with a little bit of a flare. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm wearing this cap. I've got some swelling going on around my forehead. I didn't want it to be too distracting away from my pretty face. Yeah, right. But I was thinking about my past and thinking about my 20s and 30s when I was doing different things. I was a working jazz musician, somewhat classical musician. I would take classical gigs. I was a composer, arranger for large churches. Played gospel, played with different types of bands, configurations, septets, quartets, big bands, pretty much anything I could do to get by. And I was a student, of course, in college, and then when I decided to make the switch over to going a completely different path, I was a janitor for a few years and worked for a temp agency, accounting services, and then ultimately ended up in a career that I'm in, which just now celebrated my 12th anniversary working with this company. So there were a lot of things that happened during that time. I cared about finances, and I learned how to track my spending, but I didn't budget. There were so many different types of budgets out there. I would search on the internet. I would listen to different podcasts or things like that. Some of the types of budgets there are, or the many budgets there weren't really any budgets that catered to my situation. Not married, and pretty much single income. Well, always single income for the past 20 years. So there are a lot of different personal budgets, and I think that can be frustrating. So that's why I do the zero-based budget, which is where you assign every dollar that you make, that you have, to a category. Whether that be to your mortgage, to your HOA, to electricity, to internet, to water, to gas, to medications, to your emergency fund. It's a very simple budget, and it's the one that I stick to. Now, I got so many budgets out there, and I'm going to take a look at a list here. I'm not going to post it on the screen, but you can check it out. If you just type in types of personal budgeting methods. There's the 50-30-20 50-30-20 rule budget, the 60-30-10 rule budget, the envelope budget method, which is actually more aligned with the zero-based budgeting, 70-20-10 budget rule, the 50-40-10 rule budget, the reverse budget, 30-30-10 rule budget. I'm not here to tell you which one is the best. I just know which one is best for me, and that could probably work best for multiple incomes. Because it's so easy for me now to be able to, when I get income, whether it is my steady income from work, or if I do a survey or get a gift card, whatever it is, I take that money and I assign it to a category. So I don't even really think about it anymore. Or when when I spend that money, I go ahead and notate it in the budgeting software that I use, YNAB. You need a budget, and I can go about my day. This has been very freeing, and the reason I'm saying that is that there is no cheat codes to budgeting. I used to play video games quite a bit growing up, not so much in my late 20s and 30s, and even now I'm not a gamer. I could have easily gone down that path, but I had music to focus on. I would play hours, and I was practice hours and hours a day, perform in the evenings, compose, arranged. So, I had a very tight schedule. I didn't have much free time, and on my free time, I would go to like the museums and go for a run, go for a walk, things like that. Go for a drive. So, I was thinking about back in the day, Nintendo, you had a cheat code: up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, start, A, B. Pretty much worked for any game. When it comes to budgeting, it takes patience. It takes action. You actually have to do it. You have to stick to it and be consistent. One of the great things that's happened is that I don't let my wants drive me. So, for example, a new phone came out, and I would say, oh man, that phone is fantastic. It looks awesome. Gotta have that phone. The first thing that comes to mind now is my budget. Like, I don't want to spend any more than I have to, because my goal is to get out of consumer debt. That's my main priority. But really, besides paying off the consumer debt, the biggest thing for me is being financially responsible. And there are so many benefits that have come out of me budgeting, not being able to have a cheat code to say, oh well, up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, A, B, start A, B. I can spend money on this. Boom. Not even worried about it. I can use this credit card sort of as a cheat code to pay for, this new laptop that I want. I hadn't even started budgeting for a laptop yet, but I know at some point I'm going to need a better one, because I do this vlog, and it does take some time to edit and render those videos. I could see it'd be a benefit to have a new computer, but I hadn't even started budgeting for it because I moved into the home, had to set back, and had to rebuild my emergency fund, and it's just taking a little bit of time, and that's okay. But when I start budgeting for it and when I have the money for it, then I'll get one. But I'm not thinking like how I used to, where I have a credit card, go ahead and charge it and pay little by little, and what ends up happening is that I'm chasing getting out of debt. I'm chasing the interest on a credit card just by making the minimum payments. I'm not going to live that way anymore. That's just not going to happen. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I posted a short. I'm not sure if I'm going to do many of those, but I'm trying to get back into playing piano in particular. And, I can't really play trumpet much because it's just too painful to put that on my lips. And, having lupus, anything can cause a flare of stress. Lifting weights, the sun, all sorts of things. So I just got to be careful. But anyway, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/@Chronicles of Ray. Feel free to share, and I will see you in the next video. You all take care.